So hello everyone. In today's class, we will be discussing about identity operators. So what is identity operators? Actually, there are two identity operators. Let me write the same here as is and is not. Okay. So these are two operators of which comes under identity operators. So the first, because these are new, so I am writing the description of the same. So it returns true if both the statements or both if both variables are the same object. So understand this object means very carefully that this it returns true if both variables have the same object. Next is not. So it returns true if both variables are not same. Means the simple definition. Okay? Are not the same object. Now just close these triple quotes. And now for better understanding, as always, just use an example. So here, let me take a variable in which I will be assigning a list in which just write any two values that you want to write. So I am taking these two values. Okay, and then close this, and then next take it as y or as b is equals to the same value that you have taken in the A. Just take the same value. If you want, you can take the different value also, but I'm taking the same value. And now if I assign C is equals to A, and in the below, if I want to print C is not or C is, let me write here C is. So what will it result? C sorry, let me write as A is C. So A is C means I have assigned C is equals to A, means I have already assigned A equals to C. I have assigned the values of A to C, means if I say A is C, so it will return value as true. But they don't get confused if I write here as X, A is B. Okay, if I write here as A is B, and you are seeing that the values under this list and this list are same. But even though if I run it, it will show us the output as false. Why? Because when I'm writing this particular description, I have said that please make sure to remember this particular statement which determines the same object. So object here in the both the variables A and B, we have the same content inside it, but we don't have the same object. Means I haven't assigned B to A. So these two are not equals, the are not the same object. So it will not result as true. Like if I run it now, it will result as false. Why? Because they don't have the same object. Okay, so don't get confused between these two. And next, if I write here as is not, let me write the same here as is not. So now if I run it, X is not B. Now it will result as true. Okay. So now you can understand this, that is and is not are total complementary to each other. So A is not B. So now it will result as true. And if, like the previous example, if I write here as C, it will result as false. Means A is not C. Yes, A is not C. So now if I run it, it will result as false. Okay, because here A is C, na? Here the A and C are the same objects. So A is not C is false, and if I write here A is C means it is true. So just understand this with some more examples, so that you can take different list here, you can assign different values